question.
Mr. Howell.
How
I'm sorry,
do you-
Mr. Howell, this is Mike.
Yes, I realize that, but I have a procedural question, Your Worship.
That would be a point of order.
All right, that's a point of order then. How do you wish a speakers list to be constituted? Do you want us to go and line up there?
That's
or-
why I said, yes, if you would, well, you can choose when it's free to step, we only have, the facilities only provide for a very limited number of speaking areas, but to be heard and recorded. So I would ask, as I mentioned before, if you'd just come to the podium, record your name, or, you know, mention your name, your address, and then we'll deal with each one. So, Mr. Howell.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, members of Town Council, town staff, and members of the gallery. I'm David Hobble, Executive Director of the Wolfville Business Development Corporation, and I'm pleased to offer comment on the proposed redevelopment at 336 Main Street by Micro Boutique Living, Wolfville Incorporated, for Council's consideration. Over the past few months, I and members of our Board of Directors have been asking our members for their feedback on this development opportunity. As evidenced by not only those present at this public hearing, but also a number of written submissions to Council and the Community Development Committee, that there is support for this project. Wolfville has been fortunate to benefit from recent growth and attention. There is momentum in Wolfville that has not been felt by our business community for some time. Our challenge is to keep Wolfville in the forefront and on the minds of visitors, investors, and new residents. In the view of the WBDC, standing still is not an option for Wolfville. We need to continue to innovate and cooperatively build the right conditions to attract new investment and enable our existing enterprises to flourish. Wolfville has an enormous opportunity to become a recognized destination where our food and wine culture are celebrated. This emerging opportunity not only brings visitors, but also what they spend when they visit. Vibrant local economies also attract entrepreneurs who in turn generate employment opportunities and tax revenues. It's a cycle that helps rural communities like Wolfville survive and be envied by other rural Nova Scotian communities. Wolfville also has a very compact commercial core. This makes it unique, but also means we need to be inventive in how we help to create new business opportunities. Mixed use and density developments are part of the solution to grow our downtown commercial core. Over the past year, the WBDC has received several inquiries from entrepreneurs seeking commercial space. Wolfville's commercial vacancy rate is relatively low compared to other communities. It has been some time since Class A or B commercial space has been available in town. We are excited about the potential to attract new enterprises to Wolfville, utilizing the close to 6,000 square feet of space this application proposes. We can all agree that Wolfville is a very livable town. Some of Wolfville's livable features are a consequence of municipal taxation. And I would like to quote from the town's 2010 Fiscal Sustainability Task Force from page 16, and I quote, "If the decline in commercial assessment in Wolfville continues, either services must decline or residents must bear more and more of the total tax burden," unquote. I believe we can also agree that an increased residential tax rate is a burden folks are not prepared to shoulder either, and can further discourage new residents from moving to Wolfville. So, new commercial assessment and commercial tax revenue are good things. I would like to highlight that this application is consistent with Wolfville's municipal planning strategy policies. It is important to emphasize this point. When the community created its MPS, it defined what type of development and where it might occur in our downtown. The NPS and the associated development agreements provide protections for the community to ensure that development is in the long-term interests of Wolfville. Entrepreneurs and investors use the NPS as a basis upon which they make their decisions. Wolfville needs to send a strong signal that we are open for business. It's within this context of these points that the application by Micro Boutique Living Wolfville Incorporated to redevelop 336 Main Street has the support of the WBDC. Welcoming new investment, redeveloping the eastern end of our commercial core, inviting people to live in our downtown, attracting new businesses, generating new commercial tax revenue are all good news to the ears of the members of the WBDC. The Wolfville Business Development Corporation would encourage Council to support the development application of Micro Boutique Living Wolfville Incorporated. Thank you.